Hey, it's your girl, Taisha Brown, CEO of Be Empowered Career Consulting, where it is my mission to empower you to economic success by providing you with the tools to find your dream job or start that business. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to answer that dreaded "tell me about yourself" question. Here we go. First, I'm going to tell you what not to do. Do not talk about your personal life. I repeat, do not talk about your personal life. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear about how many children you have, that you love your cat and you hate dogs, and you take walks around the park every day. You date your spouse every Friday night. You love to take vacations. Cruises are your favorite. You love to read books. And you love your mom. They don't want to hear about that. Newsflash, they don't want to hear about that. Interviewer is asking you the "tell me about you" question. They are looking for something in particular. They want to know why you are the best candidate for the job. They obviously think that, hey, there may be something here because they're interviewing you along with 60 other people, but this is where you sell yourself. Tell them why you are the fit for the job. And the way that you do that is by the following. You do this by your qualifications, your work experience, and explaining how you would be an asset to the company. Let's go and dive a little deeper into this. When you're explaining your qualifications, you want to highlight and show how your unique qualifications, whether it be your education, your experience, etc., makes you the best fit for the job. When you talk about your work experiences, this is where you go in and you get quantifiable data for this one, because you need to provide an example. Some say tell a story with this one. You can tell a story however you want to deliver it, but you need to deliver it in a way that shows, hey, in my previous position as XYZ, I did this. You highlight those accomplishments that you had on your previous jobs. So you just highlight a few. You don't have to go down, if you're the golden child, don't go down everything. But just highlight a few about those accomplishments that you had on the job, but make sure that it is quantifiable, meaning, data is measurable. And especially if you save the company some type of money, or you got a huge sale or anything like that provided a positive outcome for the company, you especially need to highlight that and your role that you played in it. And you can do this provide an example for at least one company that you worked for. So each company, there needs to be something that you did that was positive for the company as a whole. I know there's something there, even if it was that you developed a new technique, a new way of doing something that created an increase in productivity of, let's say, 25%, whatever it may be. You need to highlight that and show it so that this employer can see that, okay, this person is innovative. They think on their feet and they're all about serving the customer and the company. This is also where you can also highlight any volunteer experience. If you're a leader within a volunteer organization and you've planned charitable projects, it had a positive outcome, explain that there as well. You can also do that. What I get a lot of questions for is from my youthful clients, the one that just graduated from college or something along those lines, and they're like, hey, Taisha, I don't have any experiences. I say, yes, you do. Didn't you do this internship? Weren't you in this student organization? Don't you volunteer at X, Y, and Z? Take those experiences, and I know that you had a positive outcome, that you had a major accomplishment within those roles. So that's what you're going to highlight and make sure that it ties in to the position that you are looking at. And for example, if maybe you were doing like if you're looking for a finance job, and you served in a volunteer role, like let's say within your sorority or your fraternity where you were the treasurer, highlight that, hey, you have some financial experience. Or if you ran and planned a fundraiser, you reached out to companies to solicit funds, all of that information, you can highlight that. What's the outcome of that? So keep a journal. I always recommend journaling anything that you do, whether it be on your job right now. If you have an accomplishment, something that you do, write it down. Keep a record of it. If it's something in your volunteer experience, keep a record of it. That is something that I live by. I once had someone tell me this. This was an older person that said, hey, this is what you need to do. Because not all the time your employer, your supervisor is going to realize what you've done. Or they have so many employees, maybe they don't remember, hey, Taisha did this. So I keep a record of it. And at the end of the year, guess what I do? I say, I've done X, Y, and Z. This goes on my year-end performance. Something to think about. No, that's a little off task, but think about that. So yeah, so for one other thing that I want to mention for my new graduates, college graduates, or those with little to no experience, when you're in college, this is what I want you to do. Get involved. How many times have you heard that? Get involved. People are telling you that for a reason. Get involved with the student organizations, and don't just become a member. Seek out a leadership role within those organizations. It could be the SGA, it could be the president on the e-board, executive board, on the e-board of any organization, volunteer position within the community, in your Greek organizations, what have you. I just want you to get involved. It could be within your major, like they have like psychology club or social work club or whatever your major is. Join those groups, get involved, and be engaged and provide solutions. The employer, to sum it all up, what the employer is looking at, they want to see solution-based answers. What type of solutions did you provide to a previous company? A positive solution, So think about that. Okay, this was a time when I did this, and this was the outcome. Make sure it's measurable and that it's a positive, okay? One more thing for those recent college graduates, if you can get a part-time job, that would be great too. And do internships, anything like that too. I just wanted to add that because what employers want to see is that you're multi-dimensional. They don't want to just see that you went to school for 4 years and that's all you've done, nothing outside of it. They don't want to see that. They want to see more. It's more of a demand now of people, so they want to see more. And I just want to let you know that because I deal with this day in and day out with counseling people, and this is what the employers want to see. This is active feedback. Another point here for this particular question is you want to do your research on the company. Yeah, do your research, do your research, do your research. How many times can I say that? Do your research. Do your research. You want to get on LinkedIn. You want to look at who the decision makers are. If it's a particular, like say you're going to be in a marketing role, and look and see who the marketing director of marketing is, or anyone in that department. If you can research the company's website to see what their mission, what their role is, what their goals are, what their values are. If it's a publicly traded company, you look at their stocks and any open source information on the company, you need to know it inside and out, at least a little bit about it. The more the better, because this is where the research comes in handy. During this particular answering this question is you're going to show that employer, hey, I understand that you are searching for X, Y, and Z, and this is how I am able to help you accomplish your goal of, by my experiences, qualifications, etc. This is where you're gonna wrap it all up into a nice present and put a nice bow on top. But you gotta know the research. You gotta know the company, the missions, the goals, the aims, ambitions, the vision, and how you tie into that vision. Okay? Lastly, don't be afraid. Be bold, be confident, and let the employer know how and why you are the best candidate for the position. Now you have what it takes to answer that dreaded "tell me about yourself" question. Are you confident in your interviewing skills? Or that you are seeking the right career for career fulfillment? If you have any doubts, schedule your free empowerment session with me now. It's a free 45-minute empowerment session. The link is in the description bar. Also, don't forget, I have a free ebook on how to find the perfect job. It is also in the description. Like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more information on the like. This is an interview question series. So next week, you will learn how to answer another common interview question. You share this with family and friends alike because this is very valuable information that just might help them secure the job that they've been waiting for. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Enjoy your week.